Yamaha has torn up its own rulebook. After 20 years of worshipping the inline-four, the engine that carried Rossi, Lorenzo, and Quartararo to glory, it's gone. At Misano, they rolled out a brand new V4 prototype, a machine born in secrecy, sculpted by ex-Ducati and even ex-Ferrari minds. For Quartararo, it's a lifeline. For Yamaha, it's survival. But here's the question everyone is asking. Is this radical revolution the start of Yamaha's comeback, or their last desperate gamble before MotoGP leaves them behind? Yamaha has finally broken with tradition. For more than 2 decades, the inline-four engine defined their MotoGP identity. It was the smooth, balanced powerplant that carried Valentino Rossi, Jorge Lorenzo, and later Fabio Quartararo to world titles. It was Yamaha's calling card, their identity, their stubborn point of pride. But in the brutal world of modern MotoGP, pride became a weakness. The inline-four's lack of raw top speed left Yamaha helpless against the rocket ship Ducatis and the brutally efficient KTMs. For years, they refused to abandon it. Now, at Misano, that era is over. The fall from grace was impossible to ignore. In 2021, Fabio Quartararo was the king of the world, a champion at just 22. By 2024, he was limping to 13th in the standings. His M1 out-dragged on every straight, his overtakes evaporating before they even began. Yamaha executives could no longer defend the indefensible. Something radical had to change. And behind the scenes, it already had. In 2024, whispers began. Yamaha had quietly started a secret V4 project, a plan so radical it almost seemed impossible to imagine from a factory that clung to tradition for so long. The project was led by Kazuhiro Masuda, with Max Bartolini, once Gigi Dall'Igna's right-hand man at Ducati, and Luca Marmarini, a former Ferrari Formula One engine chief, as consultants. This was not a patchwork effort, it was a revolution. The mission was clear: design a Yamaha MotoGP bike that could finally fight fire with fire. The prototype made its debut at Misano. In a shock to purists, Yamaha unveiled the V4 in their corporate blue livery, not as a side experiment, but as a public declaration. This was no plan B, this was the future. For the first time in decades, Yamaha openly admitted their philosophy had failed. Now they were starting over. Test riders were the unsung heroes of this revolution. Andrea Dovizioso, the veteran who knows Ducati inside out. Cal Crutchlow, Yamaha's trusted development hand. And most importantly, Augusto Fernandez, who had the honor and the risk of being the man to line up as a wildcard at Misano. His role was not to chase glory, but to gather data, to throw the new V4 into the heat of real competition and bring back answers that no private test could provide. The engineers promised big advantages: a narrower layout for better aerodynamics, a rearward weight bias for more traction, a platform flexible enough for chassis engineers to finally balance grip and agility in ways the old inline-four never allowed. These are the tools Quartararo has been begging for. For years, he has complained that the M1 had no acceleration, no overtaking power, and no ability to fight wheel to wheel. He's called the V4 his lifeline, and perhaps the only reason he might consider staying with Yamaha beyond 2026. And you can feel the weight of those words. For Quartararo, this isn't just about speed, it's about belief. If the V4 works, he stays, he fights, he rebuilds. If it fails, Yamaha risks losing not just their star rider, but their place among the giants of MGPT. Yamaha's top executives made it clear at the unveiling, this is a company-wide revolution. After years of resisting the inevitable, they are all in. The bike's debut was symbolic, but the real test comes in the grind of data and laps. Monday's official test after the race weekend will be the first time Quartararo and Rins swing a leg over the V4. Their reactions will tell the paddock whether Yamaha is truly reborn or still stuck chasing ghosts. The timing is no coincidence. MotoGP is set to enter a new era in 2027, with Displays 4, as glorious as it was, had become a tombstone for their ambitions. The V4 is their escape hatch. Whether it leads to resurrection or ruin will be decided in the months ahead. So, what do you think? Has Yamaha finally built the weapon Quartararo needs to fight back? Or is this V4 just a desperate gamble that's come too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more MotoGP stories every week.